So the game has changed when it comes to AI. ChatGPT can now be connected to the internet, which means that when you type something into it, it can actually go out and search different websites and formulate an answer based off that. In this video today, I'm going to show you how to activate the online browsing of ChatGPT. Then I'm also going to show you some examples, and trust me, it is amazing what it can do now. So if you have a little look on my screen here, you can see that there's 3 dots just down here. If we click those, it opens up a settings menu. And if you click the settings, it allows you to go over to the beta features. And what the beta features are basically features that if you're a Plus user, so a subscription user, and you're paying them $20 a month, it allows you to turn on web browsing. So you can see in this area here, I've just flicked mine over to initiate web browsing. Now when I click the cross and I come back to this menu here, if I click on ChatGPT 4 and then click the browsing bit down here, it now allows me to actually connect to the internet. Next, I want ChatGPT to do a little bit of an analysis about me to see who my competitors are, to see what social media platforms I'm on, and hopefully it can give me a result. This is just a test to see if it is actually browsing the internet. Who is Rob Lally Consulting and what social media platforms are they in? Give me an analysis. I put Rob Lally Consulting because that's my business name, and there's probably tons of other Rob Lallys out there, so I don't want it to actually get confused. So I've just fast forwarded this a few minutes, and this is the really interesting thing here. Rather than just typing out paragraph after paragraph about information that it already knows about, it's actually went and searched the web now. And if I click on this little down arrow, it tells me exactly what it's searched and like almost the history of what it's done to come up with these paragraphs underneath. So we can see that it searched for Rob Lally Consulting. We can see that it clicked on a link here and it actually went over to my website. I'm going to open this in a new tab just so you can see. It went over to my website and it come across a low ticket course, which I actually have available online, and it's read this entire sales page. It's then told me about what this program is and exactly what it does as well. Next is went over to Social Blade, and Social Blade is a website which measures your YouTube performance, and it's looked through all of the videos that I've put up. It's looked through like my ranking, how many views I've got, how many subscribers I've got in the last 30 days, and it started to list it down here, right? Rob Lally also has a YouTube channel where he shares content related to his consulting work. As of May 2023, his YouTube channel has a Social Blade rank of blah, 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 blah. And it's gained that information by actually searching the web. You can see that it's tried to click through onto Facebook, onto Instagram, and look at different pages there. Now, interestingly enough, I actually tried this online browsing feature last night before I went to bed. It's actually the morning now. And this worked perfectly. It was allowed to click through to social media sites. And I'm not sure if OpenAI have just changed a setting over the night where it suddenly can't do that anymore. Or maybe they're speaking with the social media companies so that it's allowed to do this, so it doesn't get seen as like a bot or something like this. But it was actually clicking through to social media websites yesterday. So it's clicking through to my YouTube, it was clicking through to Twitter, it's clicking through to Facebook when I was playing around with it. Today it's saying click failed, click failed, click failed. So I do hope that actually gets resolved, because I feel like there's enough censorship in the world at the moment where I don't want something which is incredibly smart, which is going to genuinely aid me on my day-to-day tasks and help me and things like this, getting blocked from certain platforms, because social media is, it's integrated into society today. So it needs that to almost get a full picture of whatever it's talking about. After it's tried to get onto Facebook and Twitter and things like that, it's searched up Rob Lally Instagram profile information, and it started to have a look through, and it's found some of my profiles just there. So amazing, right? Amazing. Next, what I want it to do is to help me actually grow my business. And I want it to help me reach out to potential content creators who have large audiences in my niche. So for the sake of this test, I'm going to say that I'm in the sales training niche. I've written, I'm in the sales training niche. Search sales training YouTube channels and find creators who have over 20K subscribers. I want you to put together an email inviting them to collaborate. I'm going to put then there just so he knows it's the next step. Okay, let's see what it does. Now look what it's done here. If we click this little finished browsing section here, it opens up its exact trail, its exact thinking and actions that it's took. And it's brought me back 2 names of sales trainers who I've never even heard of them before, but they match the exact criteria of what I was looking for. So we can see as well that it actually searched in places that I would have never thought to have searched. So it's clicked on this link here. If we open this up, this seems to be some sort of website which is detailing sales trainers. Jeffrey Gittimer's sales training channel. And it's taken a note of his name there as well. Victor Antonio, I believe that's the second person as well. It's then searched for their subscriber count. It's then searched for more detail about each of their channels as well. It's also searched for other people such as the Sales Hunter, Anthony, and Mike Weinberg, but it's noted that they don't actually meet my required subscriber count that I prompted, so they're over 20k subscribers. So it's actually used reasoning here. It's searched using the internet, brought me back what I wanted, and disregarded the information that it thinks that I don't need, which is perfect. Next, the second part of my prompt was, then I want you to put together an email to them inviting them to collaborate. And it's done exactly that. My name is blah, 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 reaching out on blah, blah, blah. We've been following your YouTube channel, admire the content you share, etc. And then it's went on to talk about the collaboration. Now, I have basically just come up with an example off the top of my head here, a prompt off the top of my head, and I've asked it to put together this email. You can, I think this email is a little bit too long if I was going to be picky. And if you were going to do this yourself, you might want to put together a short email just so that it specifies this, because whatever you put into ChatGPT is the quality of whatever you get out, right? So I've not been very specific on this. So going back, I would change that prompt there. But you can see it's done exactly this. And there's certain things that you might be able to take out of this email that you can just copy and paste into a document here and actually go and message these two. These people who I've never even thought about messaging before, if I wanted to reach out to them to collaborate on sales training content. So it's fantastic. Just think about this. Think how many action steps this has taken and reasoning that it's taken as well, that it will actually save me time and mainly energy as well. As a busy business owner, I don't want to have to spend my time doing things like this. I want to turn to my assistant and say, hey, I want you to reach out to person A, person B, or go and find person A, person B, reach out to them with an email, and from there, initiate a conversation with them. And this has basically done that. All it requires of me to do is copy and paste this into Gmail and send it to these guys. And I'm sure it won't take me 2 seconds to find their email addresses on the internet. And just think how crazy quickly AI has grown. First of all, in December, ChatGPT blew, the world's mind, right? And then ChatGPT 4 came out in, I believe it was March, and it's much more comprehensive. It's, passing lawyer exams better than some lawyers are, right? And it's getting information that's very, very accurate. And now, just 2 months later, we've evolved a little bit more. So it's actually looking into the internet now, and it's searching and basically acting as like a little personal assistant. Just think how good this is going to be in 5 years' time, where you can give it a single task and it's going to be able to carry out these tasks automatically, and it's going to be able to do it better than any human beings be able to do it, faster, more efficient, saving you time and energy, saving you money as well, all for probably quite a low cost per month. It's just amazing, the stuff that this can do. My only concern going into the future is that censorship becomes a bit too much, right? So suddenly ChatGPT is not allowed to access this website, and this website. Like I was saying before, how just last night it could access all these social media websites, but now today it can't access any of them. And I'm hoping that's just a bug and a glitch because they've just released this feature. But if they've refused it entry to any social media website, when every man and their dog is now online on social media, and that's where all the main information is contained about people, that's a bit of a problem. So I just hope that we can stay in sort of the realm of as little censorship as possible and lots of open information, because that is how this will get even better. And I'm thoroughly impressed with this, and I just can't imagine what the future is going to hold. Imagine when you book a doctor's appointment, you can start just sending a screenshot to AI about what type of rash you have or whatever. Or you might be able to just describe it and it's going to search on the internet and it's going to pull the best type of potential medication that you might need. And then all it needs is for a doctor, rather than to see you, but just to basically sense check the response that AI is giving you. Just imagine how much that's going to free up people to actually go and not deal with hundreds and hundreds of patients a day, or give you information on legal advice and things like this, or be able to act as your personal assistant and be able to take on tons of different tasks on the internet. It's just mind-blowing, the type of stuff that could potentially come out of this. I was speaking to this guy the other day. He's very high up in a company, he's very, very connected with all sorts of marketing and things like this, and he said that ChatGPT, stuff like this, wasn't actually planned for potentially the next decade, and it's come out a decade earlier, and now everything's kind of evolving to suit it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you can take something away from it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Take care. See you in the next one.